So a day before the official release of the first Morbius trailer, two stills from the trailer have leaked, with one of them being our first look at Morbius and another that spawned mixed discussion among the community, and let's talk about it. So the second still leaked prior to the official release includes Jared Leto's Michael Morbius walking past an alleyway with Spider-Man art on the wall, including the caption "Murderer" over it. However, the most notable thing that come from this still isn't just the reference to Spider-Man, but the fact that this is an image of the Raimi Spider-Man, specifically taken from the Spider-Man PS4 promo image for the Raimi suit, which has spawned discussion that the upcoming Morbius film will be taking place in the Raimi universe, which isn't the case if we end up looking at the facts prior to the release of Morbius. First off, assuming this film is set in the Raimi universe doesn't make sense if we don't know why Spider-Man is being painted as a murderer. It only makes sense for this to be the MCU Spider-Man, since the post-credit scene for Far From Home provides context to this wall art. And when it was announced that Tom Holland's Spider-Man would be returning to the MCU, Kevin Feige came out in an interview and said that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the only character that has the power to travel between cinematic worlds, which according to some sources, the Sony vs. Spider-Man films are being treated the same way Marvel treated the Netflix shows, with the Sony films referencing MCU events, but the bigger MCU not referencing Sony events. So the assumption that the Morbius film takes place in the Raimi universe due to this wall art is nonsense, considering how well it plays into the MCU Spider-Man story and what's been said by Kevin Feige about Tom Holland's Spider-Man being able to cross worlds. I don't understand Sony's reasoning for using this shot of the Raimi Spider-Man when I'm sure there's 1,000 stock images of the MCU Spider-Man lying around the office somewhere, but I will say that the Raimi suit is the most classic looking of the Spider-Man costumes on screen, so maybe this was used because it's an easily identifiable look for the character without having to take the extra step in rendering an entirely new image. Brilliant but lazy. I also think this could have been used because of the Sony and Marvel deal, and if the deal never went into place, then we would have Spider-Man in the Far From Home suit in a movie that does not take place in the MCU, but at least with this they can provide their own story to why Spider-Man is a murderer if it wasn't in the MCU. So let me know what you guys think of this, as well as your thoughts on the video in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow my social medias, and I will see you guys again in my next video.